Hello again on this really nice afternoon. I'm gonna try to be outside here for a few minutes. Hopefully that will be bearable. It is cold, but we can feel spring coming. We're having today a bottle we've had before, although a different year, from El Suerelo, Tenerife. We've had the 2015 together. This is a 2016. I would encourage you to go see that other video first because we covered a lot of the background about the island, about the kind of wine that grows there and the history. So I don't want to be repetitive and do it again. I really liked it so much that I tried to find more of it. So I've got some more, but the one that I was able to find was a 2016, which was really no problem because they were both supposed to be very good. And this is, again, another example of how you manage in your cellar. And if you're loading up and starting to accumulate wine, even for the future, sometimes, even if you get something that you think you're going to hold on to for a long time, you really want to taste it to see if you really like it so you could buy more, because maybe by the time you get around to it, it won't be any of that same wine left. In any way, maybe it sounds complicated. Maybe it's not worth worrying about, but sometimes I find myself doing that. So I really liked it so much, and it's so unique, as we discussed before, that I wanted to get some more. And now I'm opening the 2016 just to see if there's much of a difference between the two. If you recall, we talked about the color, how clear it is. You can see it here again. It's the same color, so no surprises there. On the nose, it's really the pepper that we discussed last time again, very peppery. Very peppery on the nose, very clear in the color. So far so good. It's very similar. It's a little bit cold, so I think it's going to take a little bit of maybe a few minutes to open up here, although I can see it already, the sharpness, the pepper, the brilliance, of the color, even though it's pale. It's just very similar to 2015, and maybe there's nothing new to report here, which is fine. In the mouth, the pepper is predominant, but there's also some, it's kind of flowery. It's more flower than fruit. It's very intense in a way, maybe because it's really very old vines that grow in the volcanic rock, as we discussed. So you get that concentration without, being hit over the head. It's 13% alcohol, so it's not a very alcoholic wine. But there's a concentration of flavor. Maybe it's the pepperiness that gives you that. Maybe it's the age of the vines. As we know, the wine get much more concentrated with really old vines. On the finish, it's very soft. So it's there, but it goes, nicely and quietly. Very nice. If anything, I think maybe the 2015 I liked a little bit better, meaning it was even more unusual, or maybe because it was the first time I tried something like this. It's stuck in my mind. But they're both very good, very unique. This is really something that I haven't tasted anywhere else in terms of that varietal, Listan Negro, and the climate and all that stuff. So I think if you're interested in new things, you should definitely seek this one out. It's not cheap. It's anywhere between 45, 50 bucks, depending on the sales going on. But it's certainly worth trying if you're looking for something different and you don't mind getting out of the usual sort of Pinot and Bordeaux and Syrah and what have you. And it's very, very good. You can have it with food. You can cool it a little bit and have it as a sort of afternoon wine. I think both ways, because it's light but also intense, and it's got personality. It works both ways. Anyway, just to confirm, this is something I'll probably buy more on, in the following years, but it's very good. Thanks. See you.